Tonight in Spring Hill, Arkansas, the number 1 ranked Junction City Dragons travel into Hempstead County to take on the surprising Spring Hill Bears. Spring Hill started the season, or was picked in the preseason, to be 7th in their conference, and currently they are 4-1 and playing some very good football. Good evening, I'm Wayne Pumphrey, and welcome to Junction City's football coverage by Dragon Sports Network. This is all presented to you by El Dorado Chemical. And we apologize for being a little late coming on the air. We had technical difficulties, but folks, I'm going to tell you what, we got a great crew here. Mr. Derek Watts, Mr. Josh Ayers, and Mr. Ricky Watts got us on the air, and hopefully you'll be able to see and hear us very well. Riding shotgun with me tonight on the broadcast, number 64, Jacob Pumphrey. Welcome.
Glad to be here. Who said it had to be Friday night to play some Dragon football?
That is true. And right now the Spring Hill Bears taking the field. Dragons already on the field, and we're about set to go. And like I said, folks, we apologize. We ran into some difficulty, but hopefully we got it all ironed out. Tonight, the Dragons, game number 6. They're going out of conference. But it's a team that possibly could run into again later on in the playoffs, Jacob.
Definitely, no doubt. You see, with the film that you're able to swap with coaches, you're able to see other teams from the 7A West, and that's just a bonus for Junction as they travel on.
Okay, the Dragons will receive the opening kickoff, and they will defend the, I believe, north goal post. And of course, Spring Hill getting set to kick it off. We do not have a roster for Spring Hill. Apologize, we're just going to have to do numbers. But anyway, the Dragons back deep, number 2, Jarkel Brown. The other up man on the far side, Sailor Wilson, and number 31, DeMario Hayes. And we're about set to get it going. Waiting on the officials. And now we're waiting on Spring Hill kicker here. And we're about set to get it underway. And there's the kick. It's going to go to Jarkel Brown at about the 17-yard line. He's at the 25, up to the 30. And he'll start right there, 1st and 10, Junction City. 13-yard return by Jarkel. And that's where the Dragons will go to work.
Let's go defense! Drop that line here!
Randall Holyfield, quarterback.
Go defense!
Number 2, Bo Hooks, also in there. And let's see who the Dragons start with in the backfield. Be number 4, Josh Armstrong. And I believe number 2, can't tell you, Jarkel Brown. Now the officials hold everything up for a second. And the chain gang getting everything ready on the far side. The Dragons will have the ball 1st and 10 for the 30.
Go defense!
And now we are ready to go. Sailor Wilson split to the far side. Bo Hooks to our near side here. Hopefield in the gun. Gets a snap. Gives to Josh Armstrong. Armstrong up to about the 34-yard line. And that'll set up a 2nd and 6.
Split back formation for Dragons right there to start the game. Usually you would see a single back formation, with Danny to the left or the right. But with him day by day, as we're being told, it's going to be a running back by committee tonight for the Dragons.
That is very true. And Coach Carpenter in our production meeting told us that we got 3 guys we'll probably rely on: Keandre Evans, Jarkel Brown, and Josh Armstrong. And I believe Junction City's going to call a timeout to talk some things over. And while we do that, as we mentioned very quickly when we came on, Dragon football on Dragon Sports Network is presented by El Dorado Chemical. El Dorado Chemical signed on this week to be our title sponsor. They were thrilled to do it, and we are thrilled to have
them, no doubt.
And next Friday at home at halftime, we will be visiting with some of the El Dorado Chemical people and talking about their commitment to the Dragon Sports Network. All right, we're about set to go. The Dragons, Hayes and Brown on either side, like Jacob said, in split back. Randall Holyfield in the shotgun. And here's a fake. Now he gives to Mario Hayes. Hayes at the 35. Hayes at the 40. Hayes at the 45. A very nice run by Mario Hayes, and that will be a Junction City first down.
Broke several tackles there on the second play from scrimmage. It looked as if it was the same play. Faked the back going under and then handed it to Hayes. And that's about a 12, 15-yard gain.
And a nice little run by Mario Hayes kind of get things going here. And the Dragons now have a first and 10 at their 45-yard line. Wilson in motion. Holyfield drops back looking, throws. It's caught by Jamario Bell. Bell will go down at the 45. No gain on the play. And they'll bring up a second and 10.
Good play right there by the far side linebacker, number 55. We apologize for not having names for the Bears tonight, but he sniffed out a little, appeared to have been a tight end screen for Bell, and made a good stop.
Yes, and the Bears were very good about getting over there, like you said, and getting on. A very good play by the Spring Hill defense. And they'll bring up a second and 10. Holyfield drops back, throws. It's going to be caught by Mitchell. Mitchell cuts the corner. Mitchell's down the sideline. He's got running room and goes all the way down inside the Spring Hill 35. I say flag down. And let's see what we got here. Waiting on the officials here. They're talking it over. And Junction City still, the offense still standing there, and it's waved off.
They waved off.
So that will be a first down for the Dragons. Let's see where they mark it. And it's going to be about the, like inside the Spring Hill 30 for sure. A nice game by Mitchell.
Make it the 28.
Make it the 28-yard line. First down, Dragons. 10:24 in the first quarter. Opening possession for Junction City. Holyfield in the gun. He's got, I believe that is Brown beside him. Here's a throw. Bo Hux has got it. Bo makes a cut. Oh, nice move. A good block there. And Bo Hux still on his feet. Bo Hux moves to the 20, 18, 10, 5, down to the 5. He is in for the... they're going to mark him just short, I believe. They're at the far side. I can't tell, but a great run by Bo Hux.
Just the same spot pass that they just ran on the other side of the field, and Hooks did the rest. Huge block right here. I couldn't get a number.
I was just going to ask.
Huge block right there that sprung Hooks, and it put him down in the 3, and Dragons are in striking distance.
And now Spring Hill will call a timeout. And you're right, it's the same and difficult play. They come back and run it. But I think probably what helped on the first one, everybody knows Mario Bell, and I guarantee you Spring Hill coaches said, number 40, you got to get on him. And they were on him immediately. Bo Hux slides in there, as he has done
all year
long.
Yes.
Little catch, that little 4 or 5 yard pass. And this time, Bo, he got to put the speed on there. He said, hey, watch me make a move. And I wish we could have got who made the block. It was a great block to spring him for a nice gain. And like you said, they're going to be on about the 3-yard line. And while we're in this timeout, it's time to talk about a few sponsors. Let's start with Junction City, Florida. Steve and Sharon Williams. Great to have them as a sponsor of the Dragon Sports Network. Any kind of flowers you want to buy for girlfriend or wife, or what, they got great women's T-shirts. A little bit of everything that women love. Go by and see my good friend Miss Sharon, Junction City, Florida. All right, we're out of the timeout. 10:08 in the first quarter. Dragons knocking on the door. I formation. Holyfield will go under center. Here's a give to Hayes. He's in for the touchdown. And with 10:04 to go, Junction City is on the board.
Untouched in the end zone right there. Basic high formation. To the left, little 33 dive. And the Dragons strike first.
And a nice little, kind of a little slush start, and then things kind of settle down. And as Coach Carter said, and we'll talk about what we meeting with him in the production meeting and all that, folks, what he was taught. He had a lot to talk about this week for a change. And one thing he talked about, Randall Holyfield, first-year starter, getting more comfortable with this offense. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Right now, Brown getting ready to try the extra point. Will Smith on the hold. There's a snap. Good snap. Ball's down. Kicks up. and it is good. So with 10:04 to go in the first quarter, Junction City 7, Spring Hill nothing. While we got a chance, let's talk about a few more of our sponsors here. McDonald's Grocery, Red Henry. If you got any kind of catering needs, whether it's a church event, corporate, whatever, family get-together, go by and see my good friend Red Henry at McDonald's Grocery. Accident Injury Center of South Arkansas, Dr. Jed Frisbee. Get a chance, you got a little back problem, whatever, need to get it taken care of, get on by there and see Jed Frisbee and see what he can do for you. Junction City Pharmacy, Mr. Leon Hines. When I get a chance, Jacob, let me tell you about the ice cream I had there today. Yes, folks, I had to go by and check it out for myself again. I'm supposed to be losing a little weight.
Hey, it's only a 3-hour broadcast now.
But we're glad to have the hometown pharmacy, Junction City Pharmacy. Okay, Dragons get set to kick it off. Spring Hill trying to make sure they got their kickoff unit set. And a lot of their players with pink wrapping on and stuff. Breast cancer
12
awareness.
guys on the field for the Bears. Okay, number 12 just run off. 12 guys on the return, but they're now down to 11.
Okay, you're ready to go. There's a signal, and there's a kick, cross kick, and Spring Hill immediately fair catches it, and they will go to work. Let's see where they put it at. Let's see. It's going to be about the 30-yard line. About 30-yard line. So that's where the Bears offense will go to work first 10, and the Dragon defense. Defense that Coach Cummer, that was one of the things he wanted to talk about, doing an outstanding job. And really, he praised the defensive line and especially the 9 techs. And we'll talk about that in a second. First and 10. Here's the play that gives to number 4, and there's nowhere to go. The Dragons immediately own it.
Bears working out of the bone their basic offensive formation. And I believe that was Josh Armstrong on the first tackle of the game for the Dragons.
Sure?
I could probably have said that with my eyes closed.
Mr. Armstrong making his presence known immediately here in Hempstead County. All right, second, we're going to call it, let's call it the old favorite of mine, the long night here. Second and 9 for the Bears. Here's a give again. And again, nowhere to go. On the tackle for Junction City, I believe that was number
7, Keandre Evans.
And that will bring up a third, and let's call it 9. 9 minutes, 2 seconds here to go in the first quarter. Junction City up 7-zip. Bears in a long situation here, 3rd and 9. Dragons trying to shut it down and get the ball back. Dragon defense on the field. Evans, Hayes, Brown. Here's a pass, a little flare pass, and nothing doing, folks. There'll be a loss of yards on that play. Junction City own it immediately.
Great job bottling it up. Read it immediately. Similar to the first play they run, except they just, a little bootleg out of it. And there was a host of Dragons on that tackle.
A host of Dragons over there on that tackle, and I could not tell for sure. We have a player down, I believe, and I can't tell who.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. It's way over on the far side of the field, so it's official timeout. And while, tell you what, see if you can get a number on us, or if it's a Junction City player or a Spring Hill player, I cannot tell. But, everybody taking the knee right now while they're attending to them. Allow us to talk about a few more sponsors. STI Sims, one of the world leading integrators of emission and opacity monitoring systems, a proud supporter of the Dragon Sports Network and Junction City football. Glad to have them. Three Creeks Baptist Church and Three Creeks Youth Ministry. Wednesday night 6 and Sunday night at 5 on Three Creeks Youth Ministry. And I believe now we're about set to go.
That was number 31, DeMario Hayes, shaking up on the 3rd down play.
And did he get up on his own?
Yeah, he was able to get up on his own power. They're
tending to him on
the sideline.
Okay. All right. So good news that he's up and moving. And if we find out anything else, folks, we will pass it along. It brings up 4th down, and it's going to be 12. There was a loss of 4 on the pass attempt. So Spring Hill will punt. Back deep for the Dragons, number 4, Josh Armstrong, and number 2, Jarkel Brown. Speed plus speed.
Speed plus speed back there, excuse me. A line drive punt, and
a good job by the Spring Hill punter. He kicked it away, kept them from getting anything, and the Dragons will go work. 1st and 10, let's see where they marked at.
Let's go back! Come on now!
It's going to be about the
Let's go defense!
30, stretch it out there. Well, I don't know. Chain Gang's a little confused, folks. Okay, now they go back up the field. They're going to put it at the 45-yard line. So the Dragon offense is back on the field, operating from their own 45. Great field position. 2nd position of the game for Junction City.
Come on defense!
Rand Holyfield in the shotgun.
Defense!
He got Jarkel Brown, I believe, lined up beside him.
Hey!
Sailor Wilson split to our side of the field. Here's a give to Josh Armstrong, and Josh Armstrong shoots through the Spring Hill defense for a big gain.
several different looks here from the Dragon offense. Some out split backs to start the game, and then we had a stack formation at the far side of your screen. And, it's just a little basic give. Holyfield did a good job of running out of fake, and Armstrong, just a big run right there, put it in Spring Hill Bear territory.
And it's a 1st down for Junction City. Ball's on the 35.
Come on defense!
Holyfield with snap, looks, throws. It's going to be caught, number 6, and the Bears snipped that one out immediately. I don't believe there'll be any gain on the play. Probably maybe a loss of a yard or 2.
The Bears were ready for the screen right there. It's a similar play they run. Dragons have already run twice tonight. It'll be a loss of 2.
All right, so it'll be a 2nd and 10. The ball's setting on 2nd and 12. Ball setting on the 37-yard line. Holyfield gets the snap, looking. He's looking downfield. He'll throw. It's caught. And let's see where they mark. Oh,
nice catch.
And that will be a 1st down for Junction City.
It was Jonathan Mitchell on the catch, excuse me. A little balancing actor there on the far sideline. Good enough for a drag 1st down. Spot the ball at 23-yard line.
Oh, 1st and 10, Junction City. Getting close to the red zone again. Holyfield drops back. He's looking. He's got some time now. He's going to have to run. Flags are down. And let's see what we got.
Could be a holding.
I believe it's going to be holding. Yes, it is. So that'll back them up. So that'll back them up to the 33-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 20. And we're talking about not having a Dancy, but looking at the different types of formations. When you have the players the caliber of Keandre Evans, Josh Armstrong, Jarkel Brown, you can do a number of things.
We talk about the speed, and I'm sure it gets monotonous, folks, but when you have the speed that the Dragons have, it's hard to ignore. And when they come in the different formations, it's really hard to get set. And once again, we're back to at the top of your screen, the Twins stacked set.
All right, Holyfield takes the snap, rolls out looking, and he is going to go down. He waited too long, and they got him.
Great job by the Spring Hill secondary. Just covered all of his targets. And right now, what some say is an undersized Spring Hill defensive line. 78's got some height. They're doing a good job of getting Holyfield.
They're coming very fast. And the head Dragon with his arms folded. He's not saying nothing, just kind of observing right now. So it's 2nd, and let's call it a long 30. Here's the give. That is going to be
Keandre Evans on the
Keandre Evans. And he gets some of it back. About about 8-9 yard gain. It's still 3rd and a very long ways. Not sure. I'm going to say at least 25 yards. So the Dragons, though, with offense like this, can strike quickly. What do you think they're going to call here?
I'm not sure. I would imagine they'd probably go to the air right here. But it's a big third down. You know, they need to convert right here, or the Bears will have the momentum.
All right, twins to the far side. Holyfield back, looks, throws up. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Junction City.
Jonathan
and we just
Mitchell.
talked about it. It don't matter what the situation is. When you have the speed the Dragons have, you have anything can happen.
35-yard strike from Holyfield to Mitchell. And we just got through talking about the pressure that Holyfield was facing in the pocket and did a great job. Mentioned earlier, this is his first year start. Looked like a 3-year start in the pocket.
Yes.
And nice touch on the ball. Found Mitchell wide open in the end zone.
Well, you know, on the way over here, you, me, and the Rev were talking about the Dragon offense and the stuff that, you know, they can do out of the different things. And we've talked about the speed. You know, you got it all over the field. You have to cover every inch. And then he shoots through the Spring Hill secondary. Mitchell wide open. There's snap. Kick is up, and it is no good. But it's 13-0 now. Junction City with 5:44 to go in the first quarter. And the Dragons, despite the setback, overcome it very easily.
You like to see that. You like to see how, you know, the offense would respond in situations like that. You know, it was a 3rd and 18. Holyfield chunks it deep, finds Mitchell. You know, minus the penalties on their second drive. Two good drives to start the game for Junction City.
Yes, and you know, just talking about Coach Carpenter, despite the backup and everything, he's just keeping us cool. You know, when you've been in situations, you play in big games for conference titles, for state titles, you're not going to get rattled.
You know how to respond. You know how to act. You know how to remain calm in those situations, and it showed right there.
All right, Jarkill Brown ready to kick it off. 5:44 to go in first quarter. Junction City 13, Spring Hill nothing. And again, this time a little bit more of a deeper kick. It's fielded by number, I believe, 80. He's got a little running room and is hit and brought down at about the 40-yard line in that vicinity. And that's where the Spring Hill offense go to work, 1st and 10. So while both teams get their offense defense out on the field, tell us about First Financial Bank.
First Financial Bank is proud to support this broadcast of Junction City Athletics and the continued tradition of excellence. We're the only bank that's headquartered right here in Union County, where our customers live and work. If you're looking for a new way to bank that rewards you, then check out our new Kasasa accounts or visit any of the 7 convenient Union County locations.
All right, 1st and 10. Here we go. Hand off to the fullback. Short gainer. First Financial Bank, another supporter, sponsor of Junction City football and the Dragon Sports Network. Glad to have all our sponsors. All right, brings up 2nd and about 8. 5:15 left in the first quarter. Spring Hill trying to get a little something going. Junction City trying to shut it down and get the ball back. Dragons lead 13-0.
Go blue!
Spring Hill in the veer. Here's a give now to the halfback, and he's got some running room up the middle. He may go the distance, and he will. A touchdown for Spring Hill. Great play right up the middle. And I mean, he was gone. So, the Bears strike in middle with 4:50 to go. And it's now 13-6.
Basic run play out of the bone. Run to the left side. Huge seal block right there on the linebacker. The Dragons had, I think, 7 in the box. Linebacker was sealed, and that kept more from getting to the play. And then it was just a foot rush to the end zone.
And a very good, like you said, just a simple veer play worked like a charm. So now 13-6 with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Here's the extra point attempt. Ball's down. Kicks up. It is good. So, 4:50 to go in the first half. It's 13-7 Junction City. And the Dragons await now the kickoff.
And don't for one second think that this Junction City team, has underestimated the talent of this Spring Hill Bear team. A team, as we mentioned earlier, is 4-1 on the year, to finish 7th in their conference. But it's surprising a lot of folks Well, they are members of the 7-2A, or 7 West is what we used to call it, 7-2A now. And, you know, next to the conference Junction City plays in, 8-2A, it's probably, you know, the next toughest conference.
Yes, I would agree. You got Dirks, you got Murfreesboro's had, you know, a couple of years ago had a very, very good team.
Gurdon,
oh yes, don't forget the Go Devils. And if we go ahead and hold on and win conference, which we should, we get the bye, and in the second round we'll open up play more than likely with somebody from the West. So the Bears strike quick, and now waiting to kick off. Taking a little bit to get her ready here. 24 will kick it off for the Bears. Back deep, Junction City, number 7, Keandre Evans. Number 2, Jarkel Brown. Here's the kick, little squib kick, and it's caught and nearly fell down. Is 55, Blake McClellan. Good job by Blake.
And
don't try to run it back.
That's what you're taught to do right there. You know, you can't. You're taught not to leave the front line so the ball's over your head. And for McClellan, it was right at him, so he just catches it and falls down, and it's great field position for the Dragons. Not sure if that was a designed, you know, kind of surprise onside, or if that's just how the ball come off his foot. But regardless, the Dragons have it at the 48.
Yes, like you, I'm not sure they meant to do that, but old Blake shot some good hands there.
Yes, he did.
All right, like Jacob said, from the 48-yard line, Dragons go to work. Holyfield gets the snap, drops back, rolls out, looking. He's going to get it caught and go down. He's waiting too long to try to throw the ball, and they bring him down.
Yes, he is. They rolled to the left side, and they had the back set with him as kind of an extra blocker, but Spring Hill with too much pressure right there, and Holyfield sacked for a loss.
It'll be a loss of about 5 on the play. So to bring up 2nd and 15. Ball on the 40, after 2nd and 14, let's call it, ball on the 44-yard line. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Here's the give. This is going to be Josh Armstrong. Armstrong runs through Bears, and he's still on his feet. He's still moving. Josh Armstrong with a cut. Armstrong cuts in the middle. Goodbye. Too much speed. Touchdown, Junction City, just like that.
Just like that. It's a 7-yard gain. He's having his jersey. Excuse me, folks. I can't believe I just witnessed that. He's having his jersey being pulled on. He makes one move and then cuts back. And just like that, it's another big play from the Dragons.
It is. And the Dragons, just like that, up now 19-7. So waiting now on the extra point. And, of course, my folks, we're over here on the Spring Hill home side, in case you can't tell. And they're excited we're in town, apparently. So if you hear the comments and stuff, the fans are fired up.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, you gotta love it. And the 2-point conversion
to Jamario Bell in the corner.
It's good. And the Dragons now up 21-7 with 4:02 to go in the first quarter.
Gotta love the gate. Many fake options out of the swing gate. Field goal formation.
And that time it worked like a charm.
Sure did.
Yes, it did. So Dragons, once again, will get ready to kick it off. And we got a little bit of firework going here.
Yes, we do. Spring Hill answered the Dragons after their second drive with a big 40-plus yard run. And the Dragons, after being sacked again for a loss, I believe that was Armstrong. It's just possibly one of the best runs you could see all year.
Yes, it is. And, you know, we talked about a little bit, we'd had a chance, if we could have done the pregame, we were going to talk about them being picked to finish 7th in the preseason. And right now, battling at the top, 4-1. Okay, Brown ready to kick it off. Here's the kick. And they're going to fair catch it again. And a very good kick by Brown. It's one you have to field because no guarantee it's going out of bounds.
Well, the way it's kicked, you never know if it's
That's right.
It's going to hit on that sideline with the, here we go again with the S word. With the speed the Dragons have, they get down there and cover the ball, and it's an excellent field position.
And Coach Smith, he did a little talking there a while ago. I think made a few minor adjustments, already. Let's see what happens here. So Spring Hill ready